Hello, welcome to today's Bible study. In 2 Kings chapter number 4, the Bible talked about how a woman was assisting the man of God Elisha, sowing into his life and all of that, providing where he would sleep, giving him food. And the Bible said one day Elisha stood up and asked Gehazi, please call this woman. In verse number 12, he said, call the Shunammite and ask her what should be done to her. You have been taking care of us. Should I speak to the king about you, in verse 13, or should I speak to the captain of the host about you? The Bible said, the woman said, it's not necessary. I dwell among my own people. And guess what? In chapter 8 of the same 2 Kings, the Bible said Elisha had told the woman, please, there's going to be famine in the land, go out of the land. So she went 7 years. She came back and everything she had was taken away because there was famine. And the Bible said the woman went to the king to go and beg for her property. The king wasn't giving her attention. However, one of the days she came to beg, the Bible said Gehazi was there telling the king about Elisha and the miracles he performed, and how Elisha raised a certain boy that was dead. And the Shunammite woman now stepped in with her son. In chapter 8, that's where you're going to see that. And the Bible said immediately Gehazi said, that's the woman and that's the son. The king was so surprised. So this happened. The woman said, yes, it did. So the king said, so why are you here? She said, they have taken away my land and all of that. In verse number 6, the Bible said the king asked the officer, the captain, to restore the woman's property. Remember that in chapter number 4, Elisha had already told the woman, should I speak to the king about you? Should I speak to the officer? And the woman said no, because she wasn't seeing what was going to happen in chapter 8 of her life. Now, I'd like us to tag this our study today, believing God even when it doesn't make sense. I want you to know that God sees the end from the beginning. At times you are quickened to pray, you're quickened to fast. You may not even know why you're doing it. You may not know why you're doing some things you're doing. But as long as they are God's instruction, believe me, it's tomorrow that you find that you were actually working on something without you knowing. That's exactly what I want you to do. No matter, even if you don't understand it, just believe God and start acting on God's word. What Elisha was saying in chapter 4, the woman said, I don't need anybody, I don't need to meet with the king, I don't need to meet with the captain. But in chapter 8, the same thing happened in her life. I'd like you to believe God even when it doesn't make sense. God bless you.